morning, first graders. Today's Tuesday, April 21st, and we're going to get started on our ELA lessons real soon. I just wanted to start out here on my front porch because there's something I want to show you. Got a nice little bush right here, but when you look inside, you see there's something very special right there. There you go. That is a robin's nest with one little egg in there. Last year we had 3 eggs, so we're going to keep checking back on this nest and see if there's any more babies or eggs soon. So before we get started, let's do our shout outs for today. From 103, hello to Litzy. From 109, hello to Adrian. And from 108, hello Aria. And good morning to all the rest of you. I hope everyone's staying safe and getting their work done. See you soon. The ELA Daily Rundown, Tuesday, April 21st, 2020. For reading, watch the read aloud of Frog and Toad Together, The Garden. Answer the following questions in your homework notebook. Using what you have learned from the story, discuss how gardens can change. What do plants need to help them grow? This will be your reading portfolio assignment in Class Dojo. Then, draw a picture for the other 4 words you did not use yesterday. Use the words in a sentence orally. For writing, Daily Fix-It number 3 and 4. This will be your writing portfolio assignment in Class Dojo for today. Then, write a list of what Toad did to help his garden grow. Finally, foundational skills. You will complete 2 boxes of spelling bingo in your homework notebook. This will be your foundational skills portfolio assignment in Class Dojo. Then brainstorm a list of words that rhyme with the word yam. Finally, you will do the page 365 that will have controlled R practice. Have a wonderful day. Frog and Toad Together by Arnold Lobel. The Garden. The genre is animal fantasy, and in an animal fantasy, animals say and do things that people might say and do. Frog was in his garden. Toad came walking by. "What a fine garden you have, Frog," he said. "Yes," said Frog, "it is very nice, but it was hard work." "I wish I had a garden," said Toad. "Here are some flower seeds. Plant them in the ground," said Frog, "and soon you will have a garden." "How soon?" asked Toad. "Quite soon," said Frog. Toad ran home. He planted the flower seeds. "Now, seeds," said Toad, "start growing." Toad walked up and down a few times. The seeds did not start to grow. Toad put his head close to the ground and said loudly, "Now, seeds, start growing." Toad looked at the ground again. The seeds did not start to grow. Toad put his head very close to the ground and shouted, "Now, seeds, start growing!" Frog came running up the path. "What is all this noise?" he asked. "My seeds will not grow," said Toad. "You are shouting too much," said Frog. "These poor seeds are afraid to grow." "My seeds are afraid to grow?" asked Toad. "Of course," said Frog. "Leave them alone for a few days. Let the sun shine on them. Let the rain fall on them. Soon your seeds will start to grow." That night, Toad looked out of his window. "Drat," said Toad. "My seeds have not started to grow. They must be afraid of the dark." Toad went out to his garden with some candles. "I will read the seeds a story," said Toad. "Then they will not be afraid." Toad read a long story to his seeds. All the next day, Toad sang songs to his seeds. And all the next day, Toad read poems to his seeds. And all the next day, Toad played music for his seeds. Toad looked at the ground. The seeds still did not start to grow. "What shall I do?" cried Toad. "These must be the most frightened seeds in the world." Then Toad felt very tired, and he fell asleep. "Toad, Toad, wake up," said Frog. Look at your garden. Toad looked at his garden. Little green plants were coming up out of the ground. At last! Shouted Toad. My seeds have stopped being afraid to grow. And now you will have a nice garden too, said Frog. Yes, said Toad, but you were right, Frog. It was very hard work. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the story. Now do your question. Well, isn't that another great reading of Frog and Toad? Together, the garden. So now here's your comprehension questions for today. Remember, these questions will be answered in your homework notebook and posted to the Class Dojo portfolio for reading. Number 1 asks, using what you have learned in the story, discuss how gardens can change. You saw what Frog and Toad tried to do and what they actually needed to do to get their gardens to grow. Tell me what those were. Number 2, what do plants need to help them grow? I know you know this. We've answered this in class before, and Miss Tobin would be a little upset if you didn't know how to answer this question, because I'm pretty sure she went over it in science once or twice. Good luck answering your questions. Hope to see them. All right, here are those words again. Remember, you're only going to do the 4 that you didn't do yesterday. So take out your homework notebook, pick the 4 words you didn't do yesterday, and draw a picture to represent each of them. Good luck. The Daily Fix-It. Can you spot what's wrong with these 2 sentences? I want you to take out your homework notebook and rewrite these sentences, but correct the mistakes. And remember, this will be your class portfolio assignment for writing today. Good luck. All right. Now I want you to make a list of things Toad did to help his garden grow. Think back to the read-aloud story that we heard today during our reading section. Now you'll notice at the top of my list I have something called a header. It says, Things Toad Did to Help His Garden Grow. It's basically the title of my list. Underneath it, I did dash marks to list each thing that I saw or remember Toad did to help his garden grow. Now this isn't everything that Toad did to help his garden grow, but it's a good start of examples for you. You see, I said he planted the seeds, he watered the seeds, he read the seeds a story, but there was a lot more that he did. I want you to create your own list now. All right, for this, with the spelling words you just saw on the previous screen, and go back and look at them again if you have to, and pause and write them down. But with those words, you're going to do this weekly spelling menu, or spelling bingo, as it says in the remote learning packet. You're going to choose two of these to do with your spelling words. Most of these look familiar, what we've been doing in our homework notebooks for the year. Some of them are new. You have any questions? Send me a dojo message. I'll be glad to help explain them, but most of them are self-explanatory. So remember, you're going to do 2 of these. This will be your foundational skills assignment on the Class Dojo portfolio. So once you complete 2 of these spelling bingo activities, you'll have a picture taken of it, and you'll upload it to Class Dojo portfolio for your foundational skills / spelling assignment for today. Good luck. Let's look at some rhyming words. Today I'm going to ask you, what word rhymes with yam? Remember, a word rhymes when it has the same ending sound. So would back rhyme with yam? No, they have 2 different ending sounds. Would bike rhyme with yam? No, again, they both have 2 different ending sounds. But would clam rhyme with yam? Yeah, I think it does. See how many you come up with. Good luck. Here's our Readers and Writers Notebook page for today. It helps us learn controlled R sounds. So let's take a look. Number 1 is that an arm or an am? Number 2, is that a band or a barn? Number 3, is that a core or a car? Number 4, is that far or jam? Number 5, is that duck or dark? Number 6, is that party or patty? Number 7, is that cart or cork? Number 8, is that a cord or a card? Find the word that rhymes with star. 9, does form rhyme with star? Does far rhyme with star? Does for rhyme with star? Remember, rhyming words have to have the same ending sound. Number 10, does tar rhyme with star? Does torn rhyme with star? Or does trap rhyme with star? I hope you did well. All right, we're in the home stretch. We are almost done. What I want you to do now is more of an oral activity. You're going to work with your parent or guardian, and you're going to try to use these words in a sentence. I'm going to give you some examples. Don't take my examples as your own. Come up with your own. I know you can do it. Afraid. I am afraid of the dark. How? How do you ride a bike? Again. Can we go on the ride again? Read. I like to read books. Few. I'll only take a few. Soon. We will get back to school soon. All right. See how you can do. I know you can make some sentences on your own. Good. Well, that's all for Tuesday, April 21st. I hope you were able to follow along and get all your work done. Remember to post the assignments I asked for on your Class Dojo portfolio. Parents, remember to keep all of your child's work together and organized. We will be collecting it when we return to school. The portfolio submissions are here so I can check your child's understanding of the lesson. Have a good one, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow, Wednesday, April 22nd. Bye.